It's a road battle as old as Australia's highways themselves. Both vehicles have defined Australian motorsport with consistent victories, often narrowly outdoing each other to the finish line. Names like Brock and Johnson, Moffat and Scaife etched into racing history, synonymous with the badges that made them famous.
That's right, it's like Coke and Pepsi, fuel injected but on 4 wheels. Today, Show and Shine TV takes you to the front line of the Holden and Ford rivalry, head to head with the iconic 70s Holden Torana and an equally classic Ford Falcon.
A fixture on Australian roads for decades. The Holden Torana takes its name from an Aboriginal term meaning to fly.
Spot on, Mel, and man does it fly. With a power to weight ratio that gave it a real advantage on the racetrack.
And you can see why. It was a 5-time Bathurst 500 winner. And I can feel Ford fanatics out there pumping the gas, Freddie.
We've got some serious muscle for them too. With an absolute classic model of a flagship Ford vehicle that stays with us to this very day, the Ford Falcon. Since 1972, local Falcons have been specifically engineered for harsher Aussie conditions, and this one was built to last.
Okay, so these two Aussie mean machines are ready to stretch their legs. So let's roll them out. It's Holden versus Ford today on Show and Shine TV.
Two words from the 70s, Falcon and Torana. Both cars were absolutely mortal enemies at racetracks all around the country. They, of course, competed at Bathurst, and the Falcon had 5 victories in the 70s, and the Torana also had 5 victories in the 70s. They are iconic Aussie cars. Welcome to Show and Shine TV, and welcome to Ford versus Holden. Here we go, 1972, Holden Torana GTR XU-1. Absolute icon of Australian motorsport. Of course, when I think of GTR XU-1, I personally think of one person, Peter Jeffrey Brock. And this car really, started off Brock's motor racing career. I did work with Peter Brock for many years. I started the Holden racing team in 1994. He said to me, Fred, in the old days, when we had the XU-1, we would put the race engine in, we would then drive the car from Melbourne to Mount Panorama, Bathurst. They do their practice, they do their qualifying, they then do the race, hopefully win. Hey, he did. And then drive the car home on the Sunday. And that was the start of the iconic legend that is the Torana. This, of course, has the 3.3 litre 6-cylinder straight 6, the Holden red motor. And this is the XU-1 version. It has triple Stromberg carbies. It's got a much nicer air intake. You can hear it sucking all that air in to give it horsepower and torque. The days when this competed at Mount Panorama, theoretically, you would win the race on the Sunday, you'd go into the dealership on the Monday, you could say, I'll have that one. You could virtually buy a very similar road car that was like the race car. How cool's that? So there we have it, the beautiful GTR XU-1 from 1972. This is, of course, fitted with the Holden XU-1 red motor, 3.3 litre straight 6, and this engine started off a string of successes, of course, for Torana at Bathurst. Hey, Torana won Bathurst several years, and today it's won over my heart. It is the icon of Australian racetracks and an icon of Australian motoring. Just awesome.
If you've been detailing your car with Kitten products and would like to see it featured on the show, you can submit a video of your car on the Show Us Your Car tab here on the website. You can win an exclusive Show and Shine TV t-shirt and a selection of Kitten products. Let's take a look at this edition's winner.
This is my 1971 VH Valiant Charger. I bought it about 10 years ago from the original owner, and it's been my daily driver ever since. I'm not a gearhead, but I've got a great mechanic, and he keeps it running like a champ for me. That, and I keep it looking pristine with Kitten products. Under the bonnet is a 360 V8 pushing out about 256 horsepower and a whole lot of noise. For me, it's more about the look and the pedigree of the car. Knowing that I have a piece of Australian muscle car history in my garage, that and knowing that I'm turning heads as I drive down the street.
Hope you're enjoying Show and Shine TV. If you want your car looking primed, why not join the Kitten Club for competitions and exclusive member offers you won't find anywhere else. Just for signing up, you can score a very stylish Show and Shine TV t-shirt and a selection of Kitten products. Sign up now here on the website. 351 cubic inches of raw Ford muscle. When it was first built, it was one of the fastest four-door sedans on the planet. It is, of course, the iconic, the beautiful Ford Falcon XY GT 351. So here we go. Big, brutal, grunty 351 cubic inches. You know, this was one of the cars in the 70s that really started the whole iconic V8 Ford versus V8 Holden. And this is a beautiful, pristine example. The owner has had several Fords. He's a bit of a Ford nut, really. And you can see just how beautiful he's looked after this car. The engine bay seriously looks like it is brand new. It even has the original registration label from 1977. And that was one of the last times that the previous owner registered the car. Then it was put in storage, just left in the garage. And this is genuine, stock as a rock. Everything works on it. The heater works, the clock works, the push button radio still works. And let me tell you, it's great to drive. The shaker on the bonnet, she's a shaken. And when I give it some, and I bring in that V8 burble and that torque, it so moves around. Listen to that. It's just beautiful. There's nothing like the sound of that big grunty V8. It's funny, you know, when we're driving this car around here, everyone stops. We've had people hanging out of cars taking images, both stills and videos of this thing, because it is an iconic car. This is the Ford Falcon XY 351 GT.
It's a tough call, Freddie. The agility of the Torana or the size and power of the Falcon?
Too close to call, Mel. But whether you're a Ford or Holden lover, it's great to see these two Aussie classics back in action.
Whichever camp you're in, you can get behind your favourite cars here on Show and Shine TV thanks to Kitten Car Care. I think this episode could get sparks flying on Facebook, Freddie.
But that's what we want, Mel. Why not chip in your thoughts on the great Ford versus Holden battle with Show and Shine TV on Facebook, where you'll also find out more about keeping your car primed and pristine.
From Aussie classics today to the ultimate in German engineering of the next edition of the show, we track the road and race evolution of the legendary Porsche 911. Catch you next time on Show and Shine TV.